The storm in Cleveland is only getting louder, and at the center of it all is Shador Sanders. Despite entering the season with incredible hype and the kind of momentum most young quarterbacks can only dream of, Sanders has found himself buried on the depth chart, listed as the Browns' third-string quarterback heading into Week 2 against the Baltimore Ravens. For fans, analysts, and even ownership, this move has raised more questions than answers. And now the pressure is mounting on Kevin Stefanski and the coaching staff to explain why their most promising quarterback remains sidelined. From the start, the message surrounding Sanders was clear. This was not supposed to be about letting him collect dust on the bench. When Andrew Berry and the Browns front office made the decision to draft him, it was seen as a commitment to building the future of the franchise around a young, talented, marketable quarterback. Sanders came in with a reputation for accuracy, a high football IQ, and the ability to manage an offense with maturity well beyond his years. He had the kind of college career that made fans believe he could step into the NFL spotlight and succeed. But just 2 weeks into the season, things look very different. Instead of being given the keys to the offense, Sanders has been relegated to a supporting role behind Joe Flacco, a quarterback who already admitted after the opener that he wasn't anywhere near the level he needed to be. Fans saw it too. The missed opportunities, the lack of mobility, and the inability to generate sustained drives. Yet despite all that, Stefanski doubled down on sticking with Flacco, keeping Sanders far from the field. This decision has ignited a firestorm. Owner Jimmy Haslam, who has made it no secret that he wants Sanders to play, is reportedly furious with the way the situation is being handled. Sources close to the team say Haslam is prepared to step in if things don't change soon, with some insiders even predicting Sanders could see the field by November. Colin Cowherd has already suggested that the clock is ticking on Stefanski's patience with Flacco. And if the Browns stumble to a record like 0-4 or even 1-3, Haslam's involvement could force the coaching staff's hand. It's not hard to see why Haslam is pushing so hard for Sanders. This isn't just about football, it's about business, branding, and the future of the franchise. When Sanders is in the conversation, ratings soar, headlines follow, and the Browns suddenly matter on the national stage. For years, Cleveland has struggled to stay relevant, but Sanders has changed that overnight. His charisma, his fan base, and his sheer presence have already brought a level of excitement the organization desperately needed. From Haslam's perspective, keeping him on the bench isn't just bad football, it's bad business. The bigger issue here is what this controversy is doing inside the locker room. Players are starting to take sides, with veterans like Myles Garrett and Jerry Jeudy publicly voicing their belief in Sanders' talent and potential. Garrett praised Sanders for his optimism, work ethic, and lighthearted nature, qualities that make him an easy leader to rally behind. Jeudy went further, calling Sanders' arm one of the best he's ever seen and praising his pinpoint accuracy. When stars of this caliber are openly backing a rookie quarterback, it's impossible for the coaching staff to ignore. And yet, Stefanski seems determined to hold him back. Reports suggest the coaching staff wants to ease Sanders in gradually, giving him time to adjust rather than throwing him into the fire right away. On the surface, that might sound reasonable, but in reality, it's creating a dangerous divide. Every week that Sanders sits, the frustration grows, not just among fans, but among teammates who see his potential wasted. The Browns' history with quarterbacks makes this situation all the more painful. For decades, the team has cycled through passers, never finding the stability or long-term answer the franchise needed. Sanders was supposed to be different. He was supposed to represent hope, a fresh start, and the chance to finally build a consistent future. But instead, the Browns are falling back into old habits: hesitation, indecision, and mismanagement. What's worse is that other teams are reportedly circling, waiting for the Browns to make a mistake. Sanders' market value is sky high right now, and if Cleveland doesn't act, the possibility of him being traded or lured away becomes very real. For a franchise that has struggled to stay competitive in the AFC, losing Sanders would be catastrophic. Haslam knows this, which is why he's making it clear he won't let Sanders slip away without a fight. The reality is simple. Joe Flacco is not the long-term solution. Even Flacco himself admitted his game wasn't good enough after Week 1. He's a stopgap, a veteran presence, but not someone who can carry a franchise into the future. Sanders, on the other hand, represents everything the Browns need: youth, energy, marketability, and raw talent. He has already shown flashes of brilliance in practice and preseason, and his teammates have rallied behind him. Keeping him benched makes less sense with each passing week. So where does this leave Cleveland? At a crossroads. If they continue down their current path, sticking with Flacco and sidelining Sanders, they risk more than just losses on the field. They risk alienating their fan base, dividing their locker room, and squandering one of the most promising young quarterbacks they've had in decades. But if they make the switch, if they hand the keys to Sanders and let him lead, they could ignite a spark that transforms not just their season, but the future of the franchise. The stakes couldn't be higher. Haslam knows it, the players know it, and the fans know it. Now it's up to Kevin Stefanski and the coaching staff to make a decision before the season slips away completely. Because if they hesitate for too long, the Browns could find themselves right back where they've always been, searching for answers while watching another franchise build around the talent they let go. Sanders isn't just another quarterback. He's the kind of player who can redefine a franchise. He's already brought excitement, attention, and hope to Cleveland, and he hasn't even taken the field as a starter yet. The Browns can't afford to waste that. The time for hesitation is over. The time for Shador Sanders is now. But what do you think, Browns fans? Should Jimmy Haslam step in and force Kevin Stefanski to finally give Shador Sanders his shot? Is Sanders the answer Cleveland has been waiting for, or do you think the team should stay patient and wait? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates on this quarterback controversy and everything happening in the NFL. This story is only just beginning, and you're not going to want to miss what comes next.